Remember when the top WWE champion would show up on all the pay-per-views, or at least all the major pay-per-views? Well, apparently that ship has sailed, with reports that Roman Reigns won't be appearing on this year's Survivor Series. Survivor Series! That's one of the top 4! So, if you want to see the Tribal Chief plying his wares in a WWE ring in 2023, your last chance is during the WWE Crown Jewel, airing this Saturday, November 4th, live from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, at 1 p.m. Eastern on Peacock. Peacock! I'm Senior Siete here at the 7 Wrestling News Desk, and I'm ready to break down all of the matches that'll be featured during the show and give you our 100% accurate-ish picks as to who's going to pick up the victories. Now, if you enjoy this content, and screw it, even if you don't, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and super kick that notification bell. Cody Rhodes versus Damian Priest. Well, let's start this off with an awkward one. Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso want revenge for Finn Balor and Damian Priest cheating to regain the Unified Tag Team titles, so Cody will face Damian in a singles match. Yeah, that'll show him. And frankly, I'm sure we've seen 1,000 variations on this match over the summer on WWE Raw, so I'm not quite sure what makes them see this as a premium live event worthy bout. What I do know is that Damian has the Money in the Bank briefcase, so WWE won't mind beating him like a drum until he eventually cashes it in, especially if it's soon. The WWE would love to have a house show run with Cody facing a champion Damian, with Cody having a recent win to make people think the title might change hands. So, our money is on the American Nightmare. How confident are we in this pick? Let's give it an 8 out of 10. Io Sky versus Bianca Belair, WWE Women's Championship. Alright, wait a minute. Bianca Belair comes back and is immediately gifted a title match? Who does she think she is? Charlotte Flair? Yeah. Bianca was technically the last champion and didn't get a rematch, but never let the truth get in the way of a good joke. So, it seems like the WWE creative team is determined to give us 2 matches at WrestleMania. Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley for the Raw Women's title, and Bianca Belair versus Charlotte for the SmackDown Women's World title. Therefore, the question isn't if Bianca will defeat Io for the title, it's when. And maybe this isn't it. Maybe they want to have Io and Bayley getting on each other's nerves a little bit more before they pull the trigger. We're really of 2 minds on this whole thing, but Bianca isn't someone they tend to mess with. We're ready to make the argument that she's the new John Cena. There's never a time where they won't convince themselves that she should pick up the win. So, we're going to go with Bianca taking the title back. How certain are we? Not very. Let's give it a 2 out of 10. John Cena versus Solo Sikoa. Speaking of John Cena, oh, woe is him! He hasn't had a singles win in so long! You guys, seriously! Maybe it's time for the old Doctor of Thugonomics to hang up the old jorts, am I right? Come on, this is dumb. It's just dumb. I mean, yeah, Cena deserves all the credit in the world for being the one part-timer who comes back and, you know, actually puts young talent over Edge. But come on, they're not about to let the so-called greatest of all time go out on his back after a thumb to the throat during a non-WrestleMania event, are they? No. Jay and Jimmy will probably get involved somehow. There'll be some shady shenanigans, but Cena will pick up the win he needs to prove that he can keep on competing, and we'll try not to roll our eyes. I'm sorry, it's like when Cena was crying about being left off of WrestleMania when he was trying to get The Undertaker in the ring. It's insulting. Ugh. How confident are we in Cena's win? Let's give it a 7 out of 10. Rey Mysterio versus Logan Paul, United States title. Oh, you know how we feel about this one. Put the world title on Paul and let him go full internet a-hole on the world. The Paul brothers love sticking things in people's faces, and they would have an absolute blast screaming from the rooftops that Logan is a WWE champion. And that'll still happen when Paul gets the best of Mysterio here, just on a smaller scale. And as with all Logan Paul matchups, we can't wait. He is a blast to watch, and the smaller, beloved Mysterio is just the absolute perfect foil for him. And if Dominic gets involved to push the crowd heat into the stratosphere, well then all the better. How confident are we in Paul getting the win and the belt? Screw it. We're giving this one a 9 out of 10. Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez versus Nia Jax versus Zoe Stark versus Shayna Baszler. Women's World Title. Remember what I said about the women's title matches at WrestleMania? You're absolutely dreaming if you think they're going to take the title off of Rhea Ripley before her date with Becky Lynch at WrestleMania. And honestly, they shouldn't. Despite wrestling less, Rhea Ripley is more popular by leaps and bounds this year. Her role as the leader, but not really the leader, of the Judgment Day has done her wonders. Maybe too much, honestly. How long is it until the fans demand that she be turned into a babyface? I'm sure the WWE's long-term plans involve a Ripley versus Bianca feud that'll tear the house down. But by the time we get there, we might be seeing the beloved Ripley against the hated Bianca. And yes, I'm going to push for the Bianca Belair, Montez Ford heel power couple until the cows come home. But just to make sure we're doing our due diligence on this match, who outside of Nia Jax has been treated like an actual threat? You know, Zoe Stark will be great someday, just not yet. Raquel, bleh. Shayna, her time has probably passed. Yeah, this is all Rhea. How confident are we? Let's give this one a 9 out of 10. Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre, World Heavyweight Title. How is it that Seth has held his belt only a fraction as long as Roman, and yet his reign feels more exhausting? It's got to be the lack of interesting challenges, right? Because Seth Rollins is awesome, but they keep lining up guys that we know have no chance of winning. AJ Styles, Finn Balor, Shinsuke Nakamura, all tired matchups with guys who haven't been built up to championship contender levels recently. And now, middle-of-the-road McIntyre, not picking any sides, only doing what's right for himself and boring us to tears as he does it. And I'm a McIntyre fan. It's just this new iteration just needs more meat on his bones, something interesting. And a full partnership with the Judgment Day, that ain't it. We know this is going the way of Savage versus Warrior at SummerSlam, where neither of them chose to hire Mr. Perfect. Neither of these guys are joining the Judgment Day. It's boring and borderline insulting. Maybe this is the night that Damian Priest cashes in, but probably not. He doesn't seem ready either. So we're giving this one to Seth freaking give us something to get excited about. We're going to give it a 7 out of 10. Roman Reigns versus LA Knight, undisputed WWE Universal title. Do you think after spending the last 3 years to build up this monumental title reign that they just hotshot the title on a relatively new potential flash in the pan? Yeah. The same title they refused to put on a white-hot Sami Zayn or an equally hot Cody Rhodes? Yeah. The same title that has as many appearances on WWE TV this summer as Shane McMahon has functional quads? Yeah. Well, sorry. No. But don't feel bad for LA Knight. This is going to be huge for him. If he can show that he belongs at this level, he could be there for quite some time. If he gets the fans to bite on a couple near falls, that's going to be huge for him. And quick aside, who would have thought that an unreachable, unbeatable bad guy champion would be so good at creating popular good guys, which has been a real problem for WWE in recent years. Since Roman has been on top, there are legitimately loved talents like Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, and now LA Knight. Whatever it is oddly working. Oh, sorry, back to the match. Reigns gets the best of Knight. We just hope he makes him look good on the way there. How confident are we in this one? The super rare 10 out of 10. Alright, are those picks terrible? If so, let us know in the comments section below. Also, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and super kick that notification bell. Until next time, I'm Senor Siete here at the 7 Wrestling News Desk saying bye-bye.